Hello there, my name is Skull and welcome back to Stygian Reign of the Old Ones. Last time we had done quite a few things actually. We had found out that the key number 0 is in the Bank of Arkham, which we're going to be investigating today. Gain a new companion, the Outsider, some sort of mysterious spellcaster, and I got some new quests we could do. Meantime though, we're here in the Bank of Arkham. We're going to continue investigating the bank and see what other stuff we can find in here. We're trying to find the safe deposit box that unlocks, that can unlock the mysterious key number 0 we have, which is somewhere around here. There it is. The odd looking key. And seems to be someone over there also. I'm gonna also loot the place when I can. Oh, there's a wrench. Sweet. I'm actually going to check some of the inventory. So what does the Outsider have? The Outsider uses... okay, he has Hands of Shame. A dog is a dog. Roderick, our guy. I could give him the wrench. It's going to be funny. But for now I'll stay with the Winchester probably. Or the rifle. Did I loot this place again? I've forgotten. Yeah, I did the pile already. These partitions were originally placed to discourage customers from entering sensitive areas. Now the only function they serve is to provide covering in gunfights. The shining bits of crystal from this ruined chandelier glitter like stars against the filthy floor. Got some more places to loot, it seems. Anti-ball, lots of cigs. And there's a guy over here. A strangely presentable man in a sharp suit waits eagerly at one of the destroyed cash counters. The moment he sees you, he begins to speak rapidly and enthusiastically. Hello, sir. How may I assist you? As you can see, this has been a very busy day. It looks like the boom has finally come to Arkham. It's good to see our little town thriving, don't you think? I wouldn't say thriving. Oh, you don't agree? But we're all free to express our opinions, right? That's what makes this country so... His voice cuts off abruptly and freezes in place. He doesn't even blink. He looks almost like a living statue. Excuse me, sir? Some men are endowed by their creator with certain inalienable rights. Let me help you with your transaction, sir. May I see your credentials, please? Does this suffice? Sure, Sapphire license. He instantly grabs the object from your hand. Let me see. It says you're a nomadic bighead. Here are your documents, sir. I hope they will aid you in the game of misery, piss, and shit. Okay, a struggle begins again. Let's see what's gonna happen now. Okay, now you can see he was in his undies. Oh no. So, well, we gotta fight with some of these pricks here, so we'll just have to fight them. My dog will bite, so thank God I got my good companion in Winston. Winston is helpful. Good job, boy! Defend. I'm liberating you! Oh! Ah, yes, maniacs. Right, they don't really play by the rules, so to speak. They don't even know who's who. Aw, hey! Hey, don't hit the dog! What are you, crazy? Well, right, they are crazy, so... Shred that one, the one who was attacking my dog. The escape route is now open. Focus? Walls of Madness. Oh no. Actually, what was the button? It's been a while. Was it Q? Oop. Oh, focus. Crap. I just forgot the controls for what was the button to like cast spells. Start a new turn. So at the start of each new turn, the order initiative gets determined anew by the reaction score of the combatants. You can see who acts from the initiative wheel, which is located at the top side of the corner screen. New turn begins. Waltz of Madness again. Great, you're gonna slap him. Give him the good old slap, outsider. Now doggo. Move behind and attack him. Good job. And we killed all of them. We got 6, a junk key, and cloth strap. We got some experience, we got some angst. Proceed. Ration consumed. I want to check the options settings for something actually. Hold on. Alright, we're just checking something there. Because I've forgotten a bit. It's been a while. It's been a bit of a while since I played Stygian, which has been busy. So I need to remember the controls again. So, container. Oh no! They spotted me! Great, now the struggle begins. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen this time. We got more to save lunatics probably, so we have to take care of them. And there's a lot more of them. Oh no. We are 4 against a lot of them. But I can retreat if I want to, or I can stay and fight. Crap. Apologies, I've forgotten. Where was it? Oh, there it is. Right, quick spells. Sorry about that. That's. Oh, I am a bit an idiot. Spit of Al-Razai. I can't even cast it. Alright, well, we'll just move behind here then, I guess. Spit of. Can we even cast this? Oh, we have AP shit. So. What other spells can we cast? Blood Circle. Evil Eye. Actually, no, we'll just defend for now. Yotire is pretty weak though, so he's like just a guy in rags. Another Waltz of Madness. Ah, great. More of them. I'm doing lunatics. Winston! Teach them some manners, please, with your mount. Good job, Winston. You're a good dog. Who's a good boy? Who's a good little boy? Oh no. Halvin Santi. Hey! Not the dog. You must learn your manners. You never hit the dog. Teach him a lesson, please. Good job, Eduardo. Now then, Eduardo's gonna move over there and he'll defend. Meanwhile, we are going to take a shot at that guy. Oh, nice, one shot. Defend, new turn begins. So we just only have 3 of them, so we can continue fighting or get out way. Ow. People always want to hit the dog, damn it. Come on, leave the dog alone. He's done nothing wrong to you guys. Alright, let's quick cast. Can we even offer? Still in without not in range. Let's see if I have better range from here maybe. I can hit. Alright, good. Let's spit in this one. Oh, ooh. Took some damage. I think we took some sanity hits, probably. Hey, come on, stop hitting Winston. Damn it, people, stop hitting Winston! They want to hit the dog. He's a precious dog. He will help your insanity. God, lunatics. Shoot that one, please, Eduardo. Good job, Eduardo. Good job, Eduardo. You are doing better. You are a good man. So what do we move here? Good job, Winston. Bite that guy to shreds. Good one. That one's dead, and now we have one more target to kill. Move a bit forward. New turn begins. Low reaction. Outsider goes first. Alrighty. So the outsider, I guess we can move him over here and just slap. Slap. Eat that slab of my wrapped mummy hands. Oh, level up! You've just gained a level up. Do not raise your hopes up, though. You are still as thin as a rail against the horrors lurking in the dark corners of the cosmos. I mean, yeah, HP Lovecraft. You have 2 skill points and a merit point to further develop your character. You can acquire either a perk or a combat ability with a merit point. It's advised that you raise up your skills first in order to meet the requirements of some perks and abilities. Thank you very much. Got some SIGs, some tails. Alrighty. Oh. Screws, crafting item. Springs, crafting item. Proceed. So there's a bit of crafting in the game also, which I don't know if I will do. I might. Perdona, senor, but we all need to eat, no? I did my duty as a protector of the Angel personal. I wish I could stay for your care and miss, but life is no fairy tale. You wish me to stay, you pay, yes? I guess I can keep him around just in case we have any more fights. Here you go, paid order 26. Eduardo smiles and bows before taking the small bundle from your hands. Gracias, senor. I'll be at your side until la diosa fortuna betrays me. He played full hands, or until you run out of tobacco. Let's go. So we'll level up first. So we've got. Oop, that's wrong character there. So Roderick turns, levels up. We will. What's it we need here? So. We can take, from perks ability, you can take alertness, because it's +1 reaction, dodger, +1 to physical defense, haggler, better price from vendors, innate power, +1 spellcraft, medic, medic, improved health gain from medical items, supernatural resilience, +1 supernatural defense, shadow, a level 2, stealth 2, wearing a mask, increases stealth value by 0.1 point, or concussive blow, level 2, melee 3, enemies struck by a concussive blow receive minus defense to all combat rolls for a turn. We're not really those guys, so. Let's see here. I'm gonna increase firearms since they're kind of decent at it at the moment, and we'll increase subterfuge now since we need to learn about lockpicking now since we're the only guy who can really do it. And I'll take alertness. I want to be a bit faster. Confirm. Now our doggo here, he can only really increase in some stuff, so I'll increase his survival by 1 and melee by 1. He's kind of been good at that. Now you can either take Trained Hound, which increases his hunger resistance, Howl 1, grants small protection against supernatural effects, or Tackle, Winston knocks down his target to the ground. Ooh, I'll take Tackle. And the Outsider. Now the Outsider only focuses on other also 3 heals. Okay, so they're a bit focused on stuff. I gave him a Cult and a melee. And we either take Wisdom to Centuries, increases spellcraft minimum and maximum spell damage by 1, and lowers maximum health by 3, or Wrath of Isolation, increases melee attack minimum and maximum melee damage by 1, and lowers maximum sanity by 3. He also has Shred. Outsider basic attacks have a chance 10 plus the outsider's current level, a percent, to bleed the target for 1/3 the damage dealt for 2 to 4 turns, and Hard Bitten plus 1 mental resistance. I'll give him Wisdom of the Centuries. And our characters have leveled up. What kills me not makes you stronger, no? Sigs and Spring. Nothing. Nothing. Tom Rogers cigarettes, raw onion, bottle of clean water. Bank manager's note, document number 2. It's another clue here. But stranger still, I swear by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ that he knew about Frederick. He knew of my only son, about this incurable disease, and not just the fact of it, but every symptom, every maddening detail. He claimed to have certain powers that he could cure my boy. All he asks in return is that I install on his behalf a safe mark with the number 0. It will be our little secret. So the bank manager. So last time the bank manager got contacted by the Dismal Man, the guy we were following, and now apparently he also Dismal Man has contact with this guy. So what's going on? This guy has a lot of power, it seems. Safe's locked. Use. Maybe we can subterfuge. You have scattered the following items with your help of your substitute skill. Ooh, nice. A cog's silver ring. Lockpick use, though. Understand. Walt doors, tea-can spaghetti. Mama spaghetti, sorry. Lot of cigs, letter strips. Job is good job only as long as it's getting done no matter the situation. The windows are shattered, just like the sanity of the bank's new residents. Nice one. Nice one. Respect me. Tickles, tickles, tickles. I think I will ignore those for now. I might go back to maybe collect, but we're kind of injured now, and especially my dog is injured, and I need to find a way if I can heal him. Can I even heal him? Enjoy, Winston, you need it. My big dog, you're my protector. This cabinets house the customer account records. Blank notebook, Downport's compass, an artifact, morphine shot, and camera. Yes, acquired an artifact. Each artifact in Stygian has a supernatural power and a malediction that represents the dangers of meddling with such occult items. You can learn the powers of artifacts either by yourself with the occult research, rest, activity, or by making Isidore decipher them in exchange of SIGs, though the malediction of an artifact can only be discovered by occult research. And we got a morphine shot and a camera. So we essentially have these artifacts, and the only person that could really study them are people who could occult research them. In which case, our outsider guy, the outsider I believe, could easily do it then, right? Yeah, he has a high occult research, so we'll definitely have him when we have the time to rest. So, but it's good to know there are some artifacts apparently. Bank manager's note 3, .22 ammunition, Reggie's whiskey, crave cigarettes, silver necklace. We got another banknote we'll be reading. However I try to erase it from my mind, I cannot forget the man's reply when I asked the significance of the number 0. Well, little man, every countdown ends with a 0, does it not? This safe will be necessary after the end of all, that is. God forgive me, but I did as he asked. I concealed the accursed safe in the wall of my office 2 nights ago. It seems that damned motivational poster served a purpose after all. I swim in dark waters now, and God forbid should I vanish. Was this the place where I searched? No, probably. Anything else? There it is. Nope. The safe there should not be there. The haphazard effort to break up the wall in the wall suggests that someone wished to conceal something behind it. Question: can we melee it? Oh, I have to use an item for this. Wrench. You successfully smashed the wall down and uncovered the locker number 0. Wow, we meleeed it. We somehow meleeed the wall. Good job, us. Cthulhu statue, Enigma, and Dismal Man's poem. Oh no, your craven doom. The safe deposit box also contained the safe deposit box also contained a grotesque statue of one of the awakened. Will it help me, I wonder, or hasten my doom? The antiquities store might be a good place to start. So, let's just review what we got. So we have Cthulhu statue, a small grey-green stone idol of a grotesque winged creature. Although you cannot be sure of its age, it has an aura of abyssal antiquity. And Dismal Man's poem. This weird poem is maddeningly opaque, offering more in the way of confusion than clues. A memorable up from Dismal Man. The soul of a scavenger of the seas shall be found inside a bottle of lead. The last wish of bodiless starfarer shall be heard from a mouth of hot flesh. A mouth, not flesh. A drop of swarming chaos shall be stolen under the ruins once halls of wisdom. And the book shall be read which should not be read. Only then you may wish to call me by the timeless stones and the nameless isles. Only then you may wish to walk by me between the endless realms of pitch black. And we have a conversation we can do with the outsider. The disfigured occultist approaches you. May I read the manuscript you found, stranger? My knowledge may help eliminate this mystery. Show him the poem. He takes the manuscript as delicately as his claw-like hands will allow and reads it carefully. What can be the scavenger of the seas? Perhaps a sea monster of some kind. I've read about all kinds of sea beasts in my dusty tomes. Gargantuan devils can sink galleons with their feelers. Hunters of the dark waters with razor-sharp teeth. What was meant in the line about the bodiless starfarer? A bodiless starfarer. I know there are celestial beings of great power journeying across the endless blackness. Could it be one of them? What do you think the drop of swarming chaos symbolizes? The reference is too vague to make a reasonable guess, stranger. And the book that should not be read? Why seek a book that should not be read? Such knowledge is often followed by damnation. Oh, thanks for letting me know. The depiction resonates as a tome of dark arts to me, and a native who is knowledgeable either in such artifacts or the occult itself can perhaps enlighten you further. Understood. Let's go. So, looks like we have some information we can do. We can always ask him again probably about that. Finally unlocked the safe deposit box here, but it only raises new questions. There was an enigmatic poem inside the box. Was it meant to be a prophecy or a set of veiled instructions? Perhaps both. Well, we'll get out of here now. I think we'll return. We can explore that place again. I haven't explored it. I'll skip that. I think the saves are locked and I don't have lockpicks, so there's no point in going there other than maybe getting some XP. Which, in this case, we're kind of good. We even gained some sanity, I believe, so... Well... I think it's now... This is the best time we do have. How many SIGs do we even have, actually? It's quite a good chunk of SIGs. We're actually going to go back to the old deal house and see if we can get a room that we wanted to rent. Because we do need a place to sleep now. It gives me the creeps. Who is this guy? Some people here. You leave me alone, or... Who's this fellow? You see a tipsy, talkative-looking blonde man leaning against the bar. His reddish eyes roam the room as if looking for someone. Sorry to bother you, sir, but may I ask a question? Sure. I see you've just arrived at Marino's fine establishment, and I was curious whether you happened to see a rustic-looking fellow hanging around outside? No, I didn't. You didn't? Good. I must have been imagining his primitive gaze upon my back. Let me introduce myself. I am Stanley Fredkin. I used to be a lecturer in the literature department at Miskatonic before committing wholly to my true intellectual passion, the study of folklore. But we could talk more about me later. In the meantime, may I buy you a drink, sir? Sure. Mr. Marino. Some whiskey for this fine gentleman here, and not the usual rot gut you serve. A real whiskey, if you please. Here you go, sir. Stanley raises his whiskey glass and takes a big sip of Marino's questionable whiskey. Now, what were we talking about? You mentioned Miskatonic. Did you mean University on Main Street? No, I meant the river. Don't people learn about the major water bodies in school these days? Forgive me, sometimes the sarcastic Stanley takes hold. Yes, I used to work at the Miskatonic University. It is no boast to say I was a mighty fine instructor during my time at the university. What a sad day it must have been when the students learned I had chosen the path of the wandering folklorist. What have you been studying lately? Oh, I see that I have aroused your interest. I've been known to have that effect on people, being an intellectual inspiration and all. To get to your question, I've been in Vermont recording the legends of the winged ones of the hills. A very profound topic indeed. From Pennycook myths to the legends of Governor Wentworth's colonial grants, you will find mention of these winged beings from the skies. Whispers of these creatures may be found even in the folklore of the distant Himalayas. There must be a reason for these beliefs to be so widespread, right? And what do you suspect is the reason? There are things I am willing to share for the benefit of the public good, and there are other things that I am not. Another thing. Of course, sir, I'm glad to have opportunity to engage in an intellectual conversation with another sophisticated mind. Rare in this town, huh? But enough about me. What's on your mind? Why are you looking for the rustic man? I'm afraid he is the one who's looking for me. I've had some minor problems with my current employer. Nothing I can't resolve, of course, but I suspect he may have sent an illiterate to find me. Who is this employer? He is a foreign investor who is interested in my advice. I see. Another thing. Of course, I'm glad to have the opportunity to engage in an intellectual conversation. Alright, he's saying the same stuff, so I'll skip that. So you study folk tales? No, I meant the river. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. I'll skip through that. So you study folk tales? New England folklore, to be specific. I'm sure you've heard of my book, Kingspot Folk Tales. It was very well received in academic circles, and among more common readers too. You must at least have heard about it, right? No, I haven't. You haven't? Perhaps you are not quite as erudite as I first believed, he seems his point. Otherwise, you certainly would have known about a book of such cultural significance. Now, what were we talking about? Is there anything you're not good at? Other than the vulgar athletic disciplines? No, I don't believe so. I have always maintained that with a healthy brain, you can achieve anything. Remember these words, sir. Invest in your brain. Ha! Good one. Now, what are we talking about? Goodbye. So soon. Alright. Leave, sir. Your choice. He quickly tosses the remaining whiskey down. You're indifferent, of course. Sorry? Can't you recognize a person of natural quality? Do I have to tell you that out of all these people, all these clueless illiterates, I, Stanley Fretkin, have possibly discovered an escape from this hellhole? I was chosen? Tell me more. He suddenly comes to his senses. Nothing at all. Damn this whiskey of yours, Moreno. I had better take my leave. A possible exit? It seems that the whiskey might have gone to his head a bit. Stanley Fredkin claims he knows a way out of Arkham. That'll be interesting. Well, anyway. This is Cornuto. I want to rest in the attic. Of course, I hope you enjoy our special suite, the Royal Attic. He goggles for a while after getting no response from you. He quickly gets down to business. 46, Cornuto, and make it quick. We got enough 6, so here you go. And now we'll rest, because I am exhausted. In terms of my character, just like, I need to sleep. But... Oh, it's just him. Okay, I just was like, wait, what is he doing over there? In the meantime, Cornelius' pocket watch, we'll give it to him. But first of all, I must sleep. Resting serves a couple of needs in Stygian. Firstly, it helps you replenish lost health and sanity while removing the exhaustion state. Secondly, you can decide what your characters do in their spare time in the form of rest activities. Each rest activity is directly associated with a skill that is known by your characters and requires an amount of rest points. So I want him to do occult research on Danforth's compass. Research. There are 3 types of research in Stygian: scientific, medical, and occult. With scientific research, you can discover blueprints which would enable you to craft scientific gadgets. With medical research, you can discover formulas which would enable you to craft drugs and concoctions. With occult research, you can learn new spells from manuscripts or discover the powers and maledictions of artifacts. Okay. Occult research. Characters study the chosen tome, manuscript, or artifact to gain more knowledge on the mythos. Occult research is used for learning new spells, identifying the powers and maledictions of artifacts. Blade skill. Occult benefits unlock new spells, identify artifacts. And I guess we can scout with him. With our dog, we will do physical exercise and we'll keep watch. And as for me, I will do reconnaissance, keep watch, and do some physical exercise. And we'll rest. What the? Hello there. That's a familiar face. Though you're not exactly acquainted with your immediate surroundings here in the desolate urban setting, you don't feel like a stranger either. Is this Arkham? Perhaps a forgotten corner of which you've never seen? Amidst the Cimmerian stillness, there stands a forlorn figure, barely present, but inescapably real. He seemed to be walking towards a certain house along the street before stopping to look at you. Who are you? I? Looks at you attentively with unblinking eyes. Well, I'm a dreamer, a wanderer, perhaps, just as you are. The timbre of his voices consists of sublime overtones. Why would you be here if you weren't? Is this a dream? In all likelihood, yes. But what if it's actually a nightmare instead? Glances away in dismal gravity. Broodingly. But the real question revolves around you, doesn't it? Perhaps you've been compelled to seek a memory which isn't yours at all? His eyes darken. You emanate a tragic aura, source of which is most dire. And what do you seek? A brief pause, and this definitive answer cuts right through this tension of Stygian abstractedness. Inspiration. Know this, wanderer. There will be a price to pay when you have no option but to cling to visions brim with unutterably horrors in order to procure your only means of subsistence, however maddening they may be. Tell me who you are. I must know. I won't grant an answer that easily. Knowledge of someone is a powerful thing, and this premise applies even in dreams. But I'll offer you a chance since you've intruded my fantasy. I'll tell you of my journeys, and you'll tell me who I am. In a frigid but lyrical tone. Refraining from pageantry of the mundane, a boy shall wander into the path of prophecy. Nebulous is the truth of all things, future and past, dwelling beyond the serpent's lair for none but him to see. Only the forbidden he shall hereafter seek, lurking in the labyrinth so forgotten and forlorn. Plagued will be those upon whom he shall touch, hailed by the oblivion which they will have forborne. Carried away by his fantasy on wings ethereal, a toilsome quest he shall embark upon so sedulously. Resplendence of his dreams, however, is not to remain. Thus search for the silver key must begin duly. Exalted he will be in the deathless continuum, wild and free, resigning from the world to embrace all that was and will ever be. Answer me then, wanderer. Who am I? Examine him closely to deduce certain facts about him. Investigation. You cast an eye upon him in scrutinizing fashion before finally numbling out the findings of your deduction. Mostly to yourself. Hands have seen no hard labor, rather tenuous, not veiny. You notice a faint smile that has appeared on his visage. Obtuseness on the tips of his fingers. Typewriter? His smile widens, almost turning into a smirk. It's probable that you're an author. He clasped gently in admiration. Well, you've been keeping your keen eyes busy, I reckon. Apparel indicate nobility, the abrasion marks, however. He arches his eyebrows in suspense. Perhaps worn for a long time with no means to replace them. He seems to concede your surmise, which hints that your financial situation could be worse than what you'd like to show for. He nods solemnly and put a thin smile. You may not have solved my riddle, but instead you did better. You solved me, or a discernible part of me at least. You seem to be endowed with the proper traits to guide you in the dreamlands. My name is Randolph Carter. Diverts his gaze to the dolesome skies. Now if you excuse me, I must cover a long way to eternity. Randolph Carter? I guess I met your wife. She's looking all over for you. Nope. Oh no! Shadows take me. And I was dreaming. None of the sanity recovered. His character is already in a state of well-being. Investigate the surroundings for concepts of the area. Gain 0 sanity and 1 temporary damage resistance for exercise. You have visited strange places in your dream. Gain 4 health from some rest. Gain 0 sanity and 1 temporary damage resistance for exercise. You have visited strange places in your dreams. Gain 9 sanity and 6 health for some rest. Made progress in the occult research of Danforth's compass. Discovered the power of Danforth's compass. You have visited strange places in your dream. Randolph the Dreamwalker. Speak to Carter's wife. Met an unusually stylish young woman in a French hole had drunk. Yeah. So we've discovered that Randolph the Dreamwalker is apparently Randolph Carter, the woman that we met last episode, I believe, where she was looking for him. So we met her husband. But that man looks very. He looks like, so I don't know whoever read like H.P. Lovecraft, but he does look like the character portrait. He looks like H.P. Lovecraft, and it could be him. Now, of course, the man is using a different name. It's Randolph Carter, of course, but the way he speaks, the way he seems, it seems a lot like that he is the author, or it's like maybe a different person of that character, essentially. If you get my point, so. Interesting, so we get to meet the author of the whole Lovecraft series in the game itself, which seems intriguing. Now, I want to check out what this does. Composite student pilot Danforth of the Miskatonian expedition. With this we get increased world map speed, but we don't know its malediction. But I'll keep it there since we're not really traveling to the world map, so we'll head downstairs. And there's the woman over there. I want to check something actually. Alright guys, I think this seems to be a good time to end the episode actually. We discovered a lot of things. We ventured into the Bank of Arkham. Winston was getting attacked a lot. We met with Randolph Carter in a dream, and we had met with the odd individual that said he might know a way out of Arkham. And we also recovered the Cornelius pocket watch. We did a lot of stuff this episode, so which is pretty good. But I hope you guys liked the episode. If you did, please give it a like down below and post a comment down below if you wish. Subscribe to the channel to get more videos. And without further ado, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later. See you there.